This got to stop. This has got to stop. Listen, listen, listen. I know y'all are excited about the new Avatar that's coming out, the new Avatar series. Brian Konietzko and the rest of his homies who made the original series, who made Legend of Korra, have just dropped information regarding the next Avatar or Avatar. What is going on with my camera right now? Oh my god. Let me sit back, see if it focus. Goddamn. Just ruined the whole intro. Okay. Anyway, I know y'all are super excited about this new Avatar, but we need to stop playing with Korra's name like that. Bro, what has y'all so convinced that Aang was so much better than Korra was? I need to know. So what we're gonna do, we're watching the video today. We're gonna talk about really if Aang were to fight Korra, how would it go down? Which is the better avatar? Which one of them is stronger? Because the way I remember it is vastly different than the way y'all remember it. But we're gonna get into it immediately because this is crazy. This is crazy. Let me go to full screen. Alright, so I got a new setup right here. As you can see, we got this retro TV going on right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit play. I want to know what the masses are thinking because that sounded wrong. I want to know what everybody else is thinking because the way I see this matchup is way closer than y'all think it is. Man, let's get into it. And then I'll say my piece throughout the video.
Let's take a look at their waterbending skills first. From the time Aang started his waterbending training, it was clear that he was a natural.
Looks like I got the hang of that move.
And because Korra grew up in the southern water...
Yeah, we know. Trust me, we know.
Our next skill requires slightly less water, but definitely still packs a splash.
The water whip?
Shift your way through the stances.
The water whip is a key waterbending skill in close combat, and at the mercy of a bender like Korra, it's super effective.
So he's doing...
Let's move on to the next skill.
He's doing skill by skill.
There's no doubt both these avatars know how to ice bend. But if we're
Damn.
comparing Korra's technique to Aang's,
Ooh.
she's definitely more aggressive.
Hold on. Y'all heard what he just said. Pause it right there. He said when it comes to the type of fight style that they use, she is definitely more aggressive. Y'all do know that even in shows, even in cartoons, even in anime, even in movies, if you are passive with the way you fight, you're more susceptible to get your ass killed in an actual fight. Why do you think so many Jedi always getting their ass cut down by Sith? It's because they hesitate. They hold back. For whatever reason, they don't go for the kill. Even though they know it's life or death, they're like, no, let me just neutralize them. No, you'll die like that. If you don't believe me, ask Goku. Because last time I checked, this nigga got shot in the heart by a Sorbet. But we're going to stay on top of what the avatars. That is a hindrance that Aang has. The fact that he's passive. I don't know why in the hell y'all keep talking like he will wash Korra or something like that. That's just not feasible.
Tentacles down. This is one of Aang's most unique skills.
I was about to say, that's Katara's skill. She just taught it to Buddy.
But we've never seen Korra attempt it. Can you imagine? Even though both avatars are trained by Katara, only Korra has the ability to heal.
Hold on, wait. We've never seen Korra do that, or we've never seen Katara do that. Hold on.
Haven't you heard avatars seen Korra attempt it? Can
Korra,
you
okay.
imagine? Even though both avatars were trained by Katara, only Korra has the ability to heal.
Haven't you heard me enough, woman?
Only Korra has the ability to heal.
Relax, I'm a healer.
I learned from Katara, the best there is.
No. Ooh, that's the stuff.
Wrapping up our water bending skills, we have spirit bending.
Aang can do that too.
Amazing.
Although Korra struggled to master it at first, she eventually used it to save the world. Let's move on to our next element, Earth.
Korra, please come in here.
From a young age, Korra was been
I was about to say, now, if we talking earthbending, she was way better of an earthbender than Aang was.
bending Earth effortlessly.
I'm the Avatar. You gotta deal with it.
But Aang initially struggled to perform even the most basic earthbending techniques.
I'm ready.
Rock beats airbender.
Despite his rocky start, he eventually mastered it.
You did it. You're an earthbender.
Let's start off with an earthbending basic.
Let's just get this out right now, bro. Let's get this out in the open right now. I don't know if y'all realize this, but on either series, Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra, Toph is the coldest bender out of either series. Toph is the strongest bender in either series. Yes, I really think she would beat both Avatar. The only reason why Aang beat her is because she's blind. And he didn't really beat her. He just knocked her off the platform. Dog. Toph the coldest. She invented metal bending. Like, bro, let's stop playing. Yeah, once Aang got it, he had
This
it.
next skill is a super effective blocking technique in close combat battles. Let's move on to the next skill.
I gotta get some though. They used to be flying all over the place on Appa. That shit had to be fun. I don't give a damn. Okay, that was clean. That was clean too. God damn.
Still think I'm a half-baked Avatar?
Be disrespecting the fuck out the girl, bro. I swear.
This next offensive skill is pretty advanced, but we've never seen Korra attempt it.
Earth surfing?
We first see Toph use this skill when she's battling the boulder.
Bro, artists always drawing people with perfect feet. I swear to God. It would make sense for... Look at this nigga face. It would make sense for Toph to have perfect feet, though. Ooh, into the split. Boy, I know that shit hurt. The boulder! I know that shit hurt.
As well.
That was clean.
Even though we only see Aang use this skill once, that's still more times than Korra. This is another skill Aang may have learned from Toph.
No, when he put that crystal suit on, that shit was raw.
Korra may not have learned this skill, but she certainly mastered the next one.
Yep, and Aang never did that.
Try to focus on the fine pieces of earth within the metal.
Just like her mama told her.
I can't believe it. I'm metal bending.
Wow, you picked that up really quick.
That sound
1 in 100.
That sound real jealous,
Great
Bolin.
job, Korra.
Forgetting she the
Korra
goddamn
became
Avatar.
the first metal bending avatar. Even though Korra mastered metal bending, neither she or Aang would unlock the power to lava bending.
I don't even know why you
Time to
mentioned that
move on
there.
to the element of fire. When it came to learning how to firebend, Aang struggled a lot.
Yeah.
Katara! I'm so sorry!
Katara, what's wrong? What did you do?
It was an accident. I was... Katara, I'm so...
I told you we shouldn't mess around with this. Look what you did.
Ready
You
to whoop
burned
his
my
ass.
sister.
Ready to whoop his ass.
It wasn't until he and Zuko sought out the true meaning of firebending that
I'm finna say something that's gonna sound so fucked up right now. I really am. I'm finna say something that's gonna sound fucked up. Bro. Katara overreacted. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. Y'all can call me an asshole. I don't care. She overreacted. Why you ran off crying like that, bro? Like he hurt your fucking feelings. You know that shit was an accident. He's a whole pacifist. Aang ain't never heard a goddamn fly in his life. He's a pacifist. They don't hurt people. You know he didn't do this shit on purpose. Why would you run off crying like that, bro? Like, I can't believe you hurt me. You know he didn't mean to do that shit, bro. She was overreacting, bro. Come on now. She hate firebenders. That's all that shit is. Rightfully so, though.
that Aang was able to ignite his power. Contrastingly, fire is arguably Korra's most used element for close combat.
Yep. She was a dog in that shit. But, never mind. I'm pretty sure he'll get to that part.
Let's dive into our first firebending skill.
God damn. Nah, Aang's out there boxing.
We wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of these blasts. This next skill is how Iroh got his title, the Dragon of the West. We can see how this skill would definitely leave an impression. It's pure rage. This next skill is a high-level firebending move. We've only seen the likes of Avatar Roku and Fire Lord Ozai use it. That is, until Korra unleashed it.
She was out there boxing, bro.
Although neither Aang or Korra seem to be able to produce lightning, Aang does have the ability to redirect it. Luckily, it seems like Korra never had to use it.
See? That shit right there will get you killed. And it almost got him killed.
Skill in battle.
He had him too. That shit was over
But
with.
neither Aang or Korra have
Pull the
ability to
trigger.
combustion bend. But we imagine that'd be a pretty shocking ability combined with the Avatar.
Bro, the next Avatar got to be able to do this. Got to be able to do this. I don't even know what type of bending this is. Like, is this more or less... Is this like air bending mixed with fire bending? Because it's combustion. So you can't have fire without oxygen, right? And air has oxygen in it. Or is this like some subcategory like lava bending? But is it a subcategory of air bending or is it a subcategory of fire bending? It's got to be fire bending, right? Because it causes an explosion. They never truly explain this. They never explain this. Because we've seen only two combustion benders. Him and then baby girl from the Red Lotus.
State.
That shit OP too.
Let's move on.
They
to
got
the
to get the
final
next
element.
Avatar to do
Air.
that. The next Avatar
Air
to
is
be able to do
Aang's
that shit.
native element. At the age of 6, he was a better airbender than kids twice his age. And at age 10, he was better than his teachers. At age 12, he was a master, hence his master airbending tattoos. While Aang excelled at airbending, Korra struggled to airbend at all.
Shit.
Impossible.
I can airbend? I can airbend!
But once she unlocked the power, she was unstoppable.
She throwing them hoes.
Let's dive into our first skill. This skill is harder than it looks. And when mastered, it's a fast form of transportation and great for games too.
I was about to say, yeah, Korra could do that shit too.
Before Aang learned how to earthbend, he had to get creative.
Guys, throw me some coal!
With Korra's rock-solid earthbending skills, we can't imagine she ever need to use
Oh shit! I know that shit
this. Let's
hurt.
move on to the next skill.
Nah, that's
This skill is so powerful.
I forgot he did that shit.
But we haven't seen Korra master it. This skill is very
I forgot he
similar to
did
the
that
water
shit.
tower,
Nah, that was OP.
so it's no surprise both Korra and Aang have mastered it.
That was her best outfit. She used to fight in
The
that
air
hoe.
sphere is one of Aang's iconic skills and can be used as a shield. The sphere can even withstand the blast of an explosion. Both Aang and Korra were able to use
glider
this ancient
flight.
airbending tool. An advantage that came in handy for saving lives and showing off.
You know, last time I checked, humans can't fly.
The fuck they can't. Yeah, he can.
Now that we've gone through the elements, let's see how Aang and Korra's skills differ in the Avatar state. Initially, Aang struggled to enter the Avatar state at will, often only activating it when he experienced intense emotions.
You muzzled apple?
That's what I'm saying, bro. He used to do that shit by reflex. Korra do that shit on a full control.
I'm sorry. I didn't know it belonged to the Avatar.
Nigga, yes you did. Yes you. I don't even know why he sat there and lied like that. Nigga, yes you did. The Avatar, the only one in the world with a bison. There's only one in the world left. Because they killed all the other ones back 100 years ago. So he was lying his ass off. Everybody knew who he was at that point. This ain't like when they first woke him up in the Northern Water Tribe. Like, bro, they knew that was his bison. But they knew it's a super rare animal that no longer exists in this world. Sell it, ho. I don't even know why he sat there and lied like that. You knew nothing but make him matter.
I traded him to some merchants. He's probably in Ba Sing Se by now. They were gonna sell him there.
Shit, I wouldn't even told Buddy that.
Please.
I would not have told him that.
We'll help however we can.
Nah, nigga.
Just get out of here. Run.
Hey, go where? In the middle of the desert. That's what I'm saying, but he used to lose control, dog.
But after some spiritual work with Guru Patik and sometimes a conveniently positioned rock,
Wait, hold
Aang
on. If
was
I
able to
remember
enter
correctly,
the Avatar state at will.
if I remember correctly, didn't he only mastered the Avatar state when he got to the Fire Nation, right? Everything other than that was just by reflex because he didn't go see. No, that's not true. That's not true. Yes, it was. Yes, it was because he didn't start learning how to master it until he went and saw the Guru, and then he first showed that he had it under control when he went back to go rescue Katara. And the rest of them, they were in trouble at Ba Sing Se underneath those caverns. That was the first time he used it fully under control. That was the end of book 3. Like, nigga. And then he got shocked by Azula. She almost killed his ass. He was out. How long he was asleep? A couple months? He was in a coma. Like, bro, stop playing.
Will. On the other hand, Korra was able to access the Avatar state with less obstacles, often utilizing it in battles and
See? Doing the shit when she get ready.
The Avatar is the winner!
That's cheating.
Fair.
Yeah, that's cheating.
Go into the Avatar state to win.
Now let's get to these skills. In the Avatar state, Aang and Korra are able to take and restore bending.
But is that an official form of bending, though? Is that like a subcategory? That's got to be an official form of bending because if that's the case, then you got to give spirit bending to Korra because we've never seen Aang do it. Unless energy bending and spirit bending are like the same thing.
Without this skill, who knows how the 100-Year War would have ended?
That shit would have been like I said, it's a battle of wills at that moment.
When used, this skill has the potential to turn the Avatar into a
Blue giant.
well, yes. In these cosmic forms, the Avatar's powers are unbeatable.
Nah, this scene right here. Slip. Nah, that shit was gas. That scene was crazy as hell. I knew Aang wasn't under control when he did that shit, but That ain't gonna stop that shit from being raw as hell. That shit was raw.
Communicating with past lives is one of the advantages of being the Avatar, even if it's not always fruitful.
I knew I shouldn't have asked Kiyoshi.
I just want to be
Kiyoshi
left
was a
alone.
dog.
But you called me here.
Aang,
You have finally connected with your spiritual self.
how?
When we hit our lowest point, we are open to the greatest change.
See, we never saw him as an adult. If I remember correctly, aren't they releasing a movie on Netflix where it shows like adult Aang and adult, Team Aang? Some of their escapades when they were, growing up. I'm pretty sure they did say that. I would love to see that because I know he was a dog when he got older. I know he was.
This next skill proved to be an important tool for both avatars.
Perhaps he will return soon.
What? No, I'm right here.
Even if they weren't entirely aware when they were doing it. Although any highly spiritual person can enter the spirit world, the Avatar has a special connection to the realm.
Yeah, I was about to say, what's her face? Jinora? Yeah, she could do it too.
Aang and Korra's Avatar state
I think she's
skills
the
are pretty
only,
similar, but only Korra was able to open a new spirit portal and initiate a new spiritual age.
Damn, she fired a fucking Gallic gun. That's what I'm saying. Aang could not do shit like that, bro.
A new spirit portal.
That concludes our skill evolution comparison of Avatar Aang and Avatar Korra.
Alright, I like the skill comparison. Now, let's get to my portion of the video before we go ahead and shut this down. Alright, so cool. Check this shit out. If they were to fight, if you take 10 random matchups, Korra will beat his ass 7 out of 10 times. Let me run that back for you, for the people in the back. I watched all of Avatar: The Last Airbender. I watched all of Legend of Korra, so I know what I'm talking about when I say if they fought 10 random times, Korra would whoop Aang's ass with relative, let me not say that, with relative difficulty, but she would whoop his ass. Because, one, I hate when people try to throw in the fact that Aang was an adult by the time, we never saw Aang as an adult, so you don't know how powerful he became. Cool. We never saw Korra as an adult. She's a teenager right there. 18, 19 years old and shit. She's a teenager. We never seen 25-year-old Korra. She was far more powerful. So we could only go based off what we saw. Based off what we saw, Aang was one step away from being a full-fledged coward. They talk about how Korra plunged the world into chaos and shit, and she hold all the other avatars that are coming behind her. First of all, didn't Roku do the same shit? Didn't he? Well, not all of them, but didn't he hold Aang? Didn't Kiyoshi hold Aang? Roku, because that was his best friend, took it too easy on Fire Lord Sozin, and Sozin set his ass up and he died in that volcano, remember? And after he died in the volcano, what happened? Sozin went on a goddamn conquest and took over the world. Then Aang hold all the rest of the Avatar, all the rest of the Airbenders because he ran away. I want to hear that shit about him being 12 because when Korra was fucking 4 years old, 3 and 4 years old, she fully embraced wanting to be the Avatar. He was a coward. He ran from his responsibility. I don't want to hear that shit about him being 12. Ran from his responsibility, and the whole world fell into 100 years of darkness because he wasn't there. All of the Airbenders were exterminated because he wasn't there. So I want to hear that shit about how she hold the rest of the Avatar that come after her. Kiyoshi killed a nigga, and Aang got held responsible for it. This is something that happens in the Avatar universe. The Avatar before you, they hold you. That's how it happens. Now, Aang is a pacifist. In a fight, the last thing you want to be is a pacifist because there's a fair bit of hesitation, a lack of lethality to your skill set, to the way that you fight. You won't go for the kill. You won't fully shut somebody down because you don't like hurting people. Cool. I don't like hurting people. But if it's a life or death fight, like a lot of the fights that Aang went in, he didn't really beat anybody. He ran away. I want you to really think about this very, very hard. Think about this very hard. He didn't really beat anybody except Ozai. Think about it. He never beat Zuko. He never beat him. He ran from him a bunch of times. He never beat Zuko. He never beat Azula. If anything, Azula almost killed his ass. He never beat Combustion Man. Remember, that was Sokka who did that. He didn't beat Combustion Man. He didn't beat June. What's her name? June or was it Juno? The chick that used to ride the salamander. I can't remember her name exactly. He didn't beat Halma. That was Katara. See what I'm saying? You can't say he beat Toph because Toph's not a villain. He might have outmaneuvered her, cool, but if they fought like what we saw when she was training him, Toph would have beat his ass. She had full dominance over him. Then who else? Who else did he face? He went up against Admiral Zhao. They tied his ass up. He didn't beat Admiral Zhao either. That was Zuko. You think about the I was about to say Jet, but I don't really count that one. Because again, that was Katara who froze him up and stopped him from killing all those other people that were from the Fire Nation. Then he gets to Fire Lord Ozai. Almost dies. Almost goddamn dies. He did straight up beat him one-on-one. So I'm going to give him that one. But if you look at the number of villains he's faced and their lethality, I don't give a damn what y'all say. The villains that Korra fought were way harder. The first main villain she fought was a nigga who could bloodbend. The first one. And he just so happened to be a master waterbender. Granted, all bloodbenders, and we've only seen technically 3. Halma, Katara, and Amon. Amon wasn't just a master waterbender. He was a master bloodbender who invented a way to block your block your bending. Nobody Aang fought could do that. Nobody could do that. Then you go to what was his name? Tavek or something like that. The dude who opened the spirit realm and shit. He was a master waterbender. And he knew how to manipulate spirits. Technically, Aang fought somebody like that. But he didn't beat him either. The freaking owl spirit, he didn't beat him either. They ran from him. You see where I'm going with this? Then, oh my God. Then Katara, I said the wrong name again. Korra fought Zahir. Nobody that Aang fought was on Zahir's level, except probably Fire Lord Ozai. Nobody was on Zahir's level. Zahir unlocked airbending powers nobody had seen in centuries, older than Aang or Aang himself. Nobody had seen the ability to fly in centuries. I don't know how when y'all remember, but that's one of the most OP skills up there with lightning, bloodbending, and metal bending. One of the most OP skills we've seen in either series. One of the most OP skills. Then she fought, I want to say, we'll go to Kuvira. Then she fought Kuvira. Bro. Imagine Toph, but evil. That's what Korra fought. A fucking evil, high-level master earthbender that has a moral compass that's set to south because she didn't give a damn. She felt like she was the only one who could have ran that city herself. She was like, nobody's gonna be able to run this shit, so I'm taking over. Fuck it. It was a coup. She launched a coup, and the only one who could beat her was goddamn Avatar, and she struggled her ass off. Nobody could beat her. Aang, I don't give a damn. Aang would not have beat no damn Kuvira. He would not have beat her because again, he couldn't beat Toph. And mind you, we don't know how the two of them match up. I do think Toph still would have got her because, again, everything gets stronger the closer you get to the source. Toph was the most powerful earthbender ever. So I'm pretty sure she would eventually beat Kuvira. But, dog, come on, bro. The people that the people that Korra fought are much more lethal. I didn't say much more powerful. They're much more lethal. They're deadlier than the people that Aang fought. They are. And if you want to talk about group fights, dog, Team Aang would not have beat the Red Lotus. All of them were trained killers. I didn't say trained benders. They were all trained killers. They didn't give a damn. They were knocking people off. Especially Combustion Woman. She'll blow Aang's ass. She'll blow your ass up. She literally will blow your ass up. Like, dog, what are we talking about here? Korra was far more, she had more skills overall than Aang did. She was far more intense in combat. And, yes, being willing to get in a fight does give you an advantage when it comes to intensity that you need in combat. That shit is literally in every combat sport. Intensity and aggression and ferocity. That is a significant part of combat. Significant part. If you hold back, if you're like, oh, I don't want to hurt anybody. If you hold back, your ass going to end up like Qui-Gon Jinn. Huh? You're going to get your ass killed. Holding back and worrying about somebody else in the fight. Even Kyoshi told Aang that shit. You cannot hesitate. This is life or death. If you fuck around and like, oh, I don't want to hurt anybody, you're all passive and shit, you're going to get somebody else killed. Or yourself. She said, you got a responsibility as the Avatar. Yes, that means you might have to kill somebody. Luckily, he found a way around that, but that almost cost him his life twice. Hesitating. So, my conclusion to this whole thing, even though Aang is more graceful, he's more elusive, he's more, he has better footwork, and I do think he's faster than Katara. Katara got him on everything else, including the number of skills. Y'all just saw the goddamn video. Y'all just saw the video. Like, again, if they fought 7 times out of 10, I think Korra taking it. I really do. I don't want to hear nothing about adult Aang. But that does it for our video. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Am I crazy for saying all this? Because I really don't feel like I am. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit me on my socials. It'll be down in the description. Also, I'm excited for this next series, man. Apparently, it's twin avatars, but I think only one of them is an avatar. I think she is a handicapped earthbender. I don't know if the creators are keeping that part in there with her being handicapped, but I do know they made her into a twin, which I really wish I would have said something years ago, because, like, bro, I came up with that shit long fucking time ago. Like, imagine an evil avatar. The way I thought of it, I was like, 2 avatars, but one of them turns out 2 identical twin avatars, but one of them turned out to be evil. That would have been gas. That would have been gas. But again, thank y'all for watching the video, man. We out of here. And as always, I'm DEFF-SOUL. I said that backwards, didn't I?